Hello everybody, today I'm looking at this Sawara Cypress windswept style tree which I've just allowed to grow unchecked so far this year. I have unwired it a few days ago, and some of the branches have popped back into their old positions, so I will have to do a bit more wiring. As you can see, it's no longer looking windswept. We just seem to have a bunch of pom-poms growing on the end of the branches, so I'm going to be doing some pruning to try and make it look a little bit more sparse, like it's been battered by the wind. I am going to leave this top, this is probably the apex or the planned apex around this point somewhere. All of this is just feeding the tree, growing a fatter trunk hopefully, and will provide some interesting possibilities for gins at the top of the tree at a future date. Now, I think I mentioned in the last video on this tree, or it might have been the other Sawara Cypress formal upright that I'm growing, that these trees don't back bud. But I did have one bud pop last year. I don't know how well you can see that. Let's see if I can move the camera in slightly. Right inside, coming from the trunk, just here. We had one bud that back budded. Is that the right phraseology? Back budding of the back bud. Anyway, I'm leaving that on as well. It's not in a good position for the end product of this tree as I envisage it, but it again will help fatten the trunk, and that's what I'm after. So, first thing I'm going to do is going to put some wire on a few of these branches and move them back into position, and I'll do that off camera. I'm not the neatest wirer, and there are lots of better videos on how to wire if that's what you want to see, so we'll be back once I put some wire on. Okay, so I've put some wire on and moved a few of the branches into positions I'm happier with. I had to take the old wire off as it was cutting in, so as you see, the basic concept of this tree is lone tree, small island somewhere, wind constantly battering the tree from this direction. I really like touching this tree. It's not like a lot of other conifers. The Sawara Cypress is very soft, quite tactile. It's almost like thick fur than foliage. So what I want to do now is to try and reduce some of these pom-poms and get rid of anything hanging down, and indeed these pieces that are growing straight up. I would like these branches to extend more, so I'm going to prune these less, and these slightly harder to try and get a bit more of a triangle this way, but it's not entirely crucial. There is room for light to penetrate to these lower branches. I may bring that down somewhat more. If you're following along, I'm still not smoking. I'm using these e-cigarette things at the moment with no nicotine in at all. Don't know if that's focus. Z, that says for 0. So I'm quite pleased with myself. That's since February. Anyway, back to the tree. So I'm still going to keep this lone branch coming straight off the trunk here. That will likely be ginned at a later date. keep tucking it back, it can grow that way and come out as a gin. I'm hoping when I prune these back hard I may get some more back budding somewhere else, but we will see on that one. So first of all, I'm going to take off this big old pom-pom here. And some of these pieces that are hanging straight down. They say they're pruning it back quite hard. I'm hoping to get a little bit more back budding. There will be some browning where I've pruned, but this tree's not going to be shown anytime soon, if ever. And after a few weeks the brown pieces will just fall away and you'll be left with vibrant green again. So I'm going to continue doing that around the tree. Again, I am going to go in quite hard in the hope of inducing some back budding, and this tree is meant to convey the image of battered and subjected to a lot of nature's worst, so I really don't want it looking too lush. Just going to pinch off these bits that are facing in the direction of the wind. I'm going to carry on doing that around the tree, and then we'll come back and look at it when I'm done. Okay, just so you can actually see, hopefully, what I'm doing. For example, I do want a flat plane on this branch heading in this direction, so just be going in under there. I'm just removing some of these high points. Right. Take that out completely out of the centre. Take that away. And again here I've got some pieces that are growing in the wrong direction, so I'll just thin that out. I think I probably will go back maybe put a bit of wire on here at some point, so I just lose that. It's beginning to get to me a flat plane. If we look at it from the side, I think I might lose that completely. That's better. I think it will need some wire at some point. Again, here we have quite a pom-pom effect, so I just want to get rid of some of these high pieces. Better. And some of the pieces that are going from below. Hopefully you can see just by removing that makes quite a difference in the plane of the branch. Cooper. Cooper. Don't be digging. Nice new habit the dog's got of digging holes. Just where I might put my feet in the dark. Doesn't seem to realise that if I break my leg, the walkies are going to be a bit boring for a while. He does seem to be getting that he ain't supposed to. Slowly but surely. Anyway, I'll continue on with this and then we'll come back. Okay, so that's most of the structural pruning done. You can see the sort of pattern of the tree. As I say, I'm going to leave this top. I have cut it back a little bit to allow some light into this top branch here, which is, as I say, I envisage that to be in the apex. So now all that remains to be done is I'm just going to pinch out some of these tips. I'm just going to do that over most of the tree. A little bit less on this branch. I want it to grow out some more. A little bit more on this one. Pull it back some. So eventually we can start to build up some pads. I think I am going to put a piece of wire just to pull that down some. So let's have a look. Yeah, that's a bit better. It's not the neatest bit of wiring you'll ever see in your life, but it'll do the job. And that's what really matters at this point. Pinch out a few more tips. And that's pretty much all the work I'm going to do on this tree for the year really. It'll just be fed and watered and generally ignored after that. Once we let it recover from its ordeal. It's lost quite a bit of foliage. I'm hoping it will respond by throwing out some fresh buds, now that I know it can. Okay, so there we go, there we have it. As I say, this is the singular back bud from old wood that I got. I am going to just let that grow. Hopefully thicken up this part of the trunk a little bit more and provide another gin. So that's it for this tree, pretty much for the year. So thank you for watching and see you next time.